Welcome back to the show. This morning, we want to pay some special attention to seniors this morning. And there's a certain medical group that certainly always has that top of mind, and that's MyCare Medical. And this morning, we are joined by Dr. Shaw, and we have James back, the VP Sales Marketing. And so good to see you both today.
Hey, good to see you.
Good morning.
James, we're going to talk about just a moment, kind of this term of modern senior in just a moment. And we know how active our seniors are. But doctor, let's start with you. And you know, it's so nice to hear from your team over and over about you really want to make sure that seniors in particular are keeping up with their general practitioner doctors. And it sounds like they're doing that because you guys have just hosted a whole new way of getting in contact with them. One of the things you want to focus this morning, though, is hypertension. And that's really something seniors I know need to look out for. Why did you want to focus on that this morning, doctor?
People really need to know what hypertension is. So hypertension is elevated blood pressure, and it is extremely common in a lot of the older adults. So essentially what happens is the blood pressure itself, it exerts its physical force onto the blood itself, and it pushes against the artery. So that's exactly what hypertension is. Yeah.
Talk about the problems that can arise with hypertension and the high blood pressure.
So untreated hypertension for a long period of time can cause a lot of issues throughout your body. It can cause heart failure, heart attacks, strokes. It can cause kidney disease, and it can even cause eye disease.
How can a patient find out if this is truly what they are dealing with, that it's a long-term thing?
Yeah, I'm so glad you actually asked that question, because most of the time most of the patients that walk into my office, and when we check their blood pressure, it's high. And when you ask them, they don't have any symptoms. So it's that important to get it checked by your physician. So what happens is that it's essentially a silent killer. So if you don't check your blood pressure, have it checked by your physician, it gets untreated, and you run into the medical issues and throughout your body that we just spoke of.
Yeah. James, let's go ahead and bring you in, because I think this is important, certainly when we talk about seniors, and we're going to explain what modern seniors is. We have a very active lifestyle, I think, for our seniors here in Florida, do we not?
We absolutely we do. Yes, we do. And you know, things have transitioned. You know, now seniors are more independent, and they desire to maintain their independence. They have better access to information and the internet, the social media, and they demand continuous access to care. And so we are preparing for that shift to the modern senior world, and we have to deal with that and make sure that our practice is keeping in pace with what the modern seniors tend to want to do now and how they want to access care.
We have about a minute left. One of the ways you're doing that is making sure that these seniors have transportation if they need it. And again, all these different avenues of getting that care and seeing the great doctors like we were just chatting with here just a second ago.
Correct. We have transportation. So if you want to be independent of making sure that you can get back and forth to your appointment, we'll pick you up. We have patient portals that allow you to get in and access your information when we're talking about access to information. And in terms of access to care, we have extended office hours as well as after-hour office hours as well. So you can reach your doctor at any point in time, and they can help you with any medical condition you may have.
Well, speaking of, if we can bring Dr. Shaw back in, because I want to kind of give you the last word and kind of the take home for seniors watching this morning, and making sure, again, you say this is kind of the new normal. You think how you're doing things is probably going to continue this way.
Yeah, this is here to stay. It really is, you know, and this is, I think, all positive. What has happened right now is all positive. Now we have so many ways of being in communication with your physicians. Physicians can be in touch with their patients at all times. So this is, I think, here to stay, and I love it. I really do.
Well, special thanks again to MyCare Medical. We appreciate both of you joining us this morning. We'll put all the details on your offices all over the Bay Area on our website.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carly.